spend a lot of time preening?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got a bit of a natural beauty about us, really, and so it's no trouble, looking good. We're not renowned for preening ourselves too much, but of course, the important thing is that we do keep our flight feathers in good order because we've got to function properly. But I don't spend too many hours in front of the mirror, I have to say.
Okay, you're just naturally beautiful. That's lovely.
I think it's probably fair to say that, yes.
Do you have very special feathers? Because apparently you can fly completely silently, is that right?
We can. I mean, we're a bit different than most birds because obviously we like to eat things that race around and have ears and can hear us coming. So when that crow over there, that black crow, is just going on the ground and eating anything it can find and dead things and all sorts of stuff, our quarry is actually looking out for us, and so we have to be a lot more stealthier. So we're kind of like the stealth hunters. So we're lucky in some ways, but not so lucky in others, because we do have the benefit of special feathers. With my feathers are very soft and silky, and on my wings, when I flap my wings, I've got like a comb edge on my feathers, which is brilliant because it means that when I'm flying towards an area to hunt and I'm hovering over a little vole, it can't hear me, because as I'm flapping my wings, the actual the air is just passing through these feathers, through the fringes, and I'm not displacing as much air. So it gives us silent flight. The problem is we're not so good when it starts raining because our feathers aren't waterproof.
Can you do that thing that owls do where you turn your head all the way around or halfway around?
Well, that's really useful that we can do that. I've got friends that used to say to me, if you turn it all the way around, your head will fall off. Well, of course, that's not the case. It only goes round about 270 degrees, something like that. It's like 3/4 of the way around. Now, the reason we've got that is because we've got such wonderful eyes, and they're very large behind what you see. I mean, I've got quite small eyes, as you can see, but behind what you see is actually a very large structure, but I can't move them side to side like humans can and other animals. So I need to be able to move my neck further around. So I've got extra bones in my neck. I've got twice as many bones as a human, and that allows me to bend my neck almost 3/4 of the way around, so that I can get a good view behind me or to the side without moving my noisy talons. Because if I'm on a post or something like that and I'm trying to catch something, if I have to move my feet to turn around to look at something, that's going to make noise and it's going to scare the vole or the mouse I'm trying to catch. So this bendy neck that I've got is really useful if I'm trying to be nice and quiet.
So what's your favourite food?
Oh, without doubt, field vole. Oh, I love field voles.
And do you share your food? Have you got a girlfriend?
Well, yeah. I mean, me and the missus have been together quite a while now, actually. We're doing all right, you know. And of course, she had 2 lots of young last year. So this year, we're hoping that we can raise another family. But it's tough for the kids, you know. It really is tough. I mean, I'm sad to say that being barn owls, most of our mates and ourselves, even probably about 85% of our kids probably won't breed the next year. They're through the winter. They sadly lose their lives in different ways.
I'm sorry to hear about that, but
we'll be together for life, me and the missus. Yeah, we pair for life.
Have you ever been unfaithful to her?
No. It's not like those hen harriers. They're a nightmare. They are. But no, we're great. We're pretty loyal to each other. But we don't see much of each other in the winter. Generally speaking, in the winter we kind of doing our own thing because it's pretty tough, you know. So we've got to kind of look after ourselves. But once we get into the spring, I'll sort of start giving her a bit more attention and bring her some food. And generally she's pretty accommodating. And then we'll do what comes naturally, if you see what I mean. And if things are good and we've got loads of food, we might do what comes naturally twice. So, and maybe 3 times if we live in a great area. But I must admit, life's not that good, you know. But it's,
I also realised that barn owls, you have amazing hearing. Do you think if there was a hearing competition amongst birds, all birds, would you come top?
We're pretty good. Of course, we're quite lucky because we've got this ear at the top that's a little bit smaller than the ear down the bottom. We've got like lopsided ears. I mean, we wouldn't win a beauty competition in that sense if we were humans. But we've got what we call asymmetrical hearing. Now, the thing is, that beautiful round face you see with me and my cousins is basically a hearing dish. And with an ear high and an ear low, we've got one ear that's a little bit further forward than the other. So when the sound from these little animals we're trying to eat, when they squeak and we hear that, it hits our face and it pushes. We've got special feathers. There's these lovely little feathers here. They are like mackerel bones, and they push the sound into my top ear and my bottom ear, and I hear one of them just a little bit before the other. So I get two signals, and that allows me to locate exactly where those voles are. So we're pretty lucky that we got that special system.
Is there anything about you that we might not know, something a bit unusual?
Well, it's not a secret, but table manners with barn owls like me aren't the best, really. I mean, one of the things I would say is that it's really great to go around being really dirty and mucky, and people think you look beautiful and they want to hug you. And in reality, I'm actually very often full of flat flies, and I smell, and my home is an absolute tip. I'm a dirty bird, and yet you look at me and you think I'm lovely. So I think that's probably the best kept secret of all, really.
And finally, if you could give us a message, what would it be?
I think the thing is that we depend very heavily on little field voles. We can eat other things, but field voles are our favourite food, and without them, I mean, they, in an ideal situation, it's a bit like if I was going to a takeaway, 8 out of 10 times I'd be asking for voles. And if they run out of voles, then I'll be asking for wood mice or maybe rats, but that means I've got to go further to actually find them. So where we live out in the countryside, voles in unmanaged fields is what keeps us alive. So the more unmanaged fields and vole habitats out there, the more voles there'll be, and the more voles there'll be, the more of us there'll be, and that's the most important thing. So more fields, unmanaged, more voles, more barn owls.